improvisation. But here's the thing, today, in today's world, there have been a lot of changes. But the thing is that Carillon music really, really is for everybody. Especially here, it's free, it's outside. Of course, we got lucky with, a beautiful weekend for it. Just a couple of bugs, we've got bug spray, we're all good. And with the technology, as you've probably noticed in the last couple of years, they've had screens so that you can actually watch the Carillonneur as he or she is playing, and you don't have to crowd into the little room. So it's really fun, and even better, they've been able to put a lot of the concerts on their website, because you can't always be in Springfield in time for the concerts. So that's been a wonderful innovation. I suppose that's been much to do with Carlo. So he's been, on top of, getting things out, figuring out how to do things to make the music more accessible. And even some people, I can think of one, my mother maybe, who would prefer to hear show tunes than Handel. I don't know why, but, Mamma Mia just, brings people out a little bit better. So most of the year, we can enjoy concerts right here at Washington Park. They don't do anything in, January and February? Right, because really, that's when you should go to Florida. But anyway, I wanted to just mention a few things. First of all, to have this beautiful Carillon, guess what? You need Carillon bells to help. You need a lot of volunteers to put on an organization like this. Just want to mention that they do what's called the Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular. My nieces have gone many times. And they do Carillon, they do what?
Carillon, it's a Carillon, yeah. And the Art Spectacular.
The Art Spectacular, and in December, they've got the singing along. That's really, really good. I'll tell you what, I'm here actually, thanks to Barb Walker. Here's what happened. It's kind of a funny story. In December, I donated some copies to Barb, because I knew she was involved with the bells. I figured out how to get some books to her. And I thought, well, what they could do, they could just sell a few books, make a few bucks here and there for the Carillon. I was afraid to talk to Carlo, because I thought he might think I'm some nutcase, because here I have, this thing about kidnapping and the Carillon, and there's an incident, and I thought he might just think, terrible person, who is that? But no, he thought it was sort of, he might have thought it was crazy, he didn't say that, but he did like it, he thought it was charming. So anyway, what happened is that since he liked the book and he understood what I was trying to do, and I think more than anything, there he is right there, I think more than anything, he understood that I had a big love of the Carillon and a big admiration for the Carillon Festival and for everything that gets put on here at Washington Park. What I didn't tell him, and it's actually not in the book either, but when I was growing up, well, we did have to move away from Park Street, and we moved over to Glenwood and Ash. But when I needed to get away from the folks, because teenagers, that's what they have to do, get away from the folks, I would ride my bike over here, and I would sit on the other side and just watch, and I would listen to concerts from right there. So I've been coming here over the years, for many years. Now I don't have to get away from my folks, even though I do live in Tucson, so I suppose that's getting away in a way. But the Carillon is always right here. So anyway, between Barb and Jennifer and Carlo, I got to have this lovely invitation to come and be here. Of course, I'll be happy to sign a book for you, and the Carillon Bells will be happy to give you one. No, they'll sell it to you, sorry. Nothing is free, no free lunches. But some of you might think, this Carillon Chase, it's too nice. Don't worry, I also write murder mysteries. I play in a mariachi band, and so what happens in a mariachi is that we don't use written music, we play by ear. And my protagonist, I made him a guy, Andy Veracruz, because I play with usually about 4 or 5 guys. What happens is that he notices things he shouldn't, and that leads him to getting into a couple of murder mysteries. So if this is too nice for you, if you're that kind of person, no, I'm just kidding. I do have some murder mysteries, and I even did a book about how I learned to do mariachi. That was really, that was a lot of trouble. Anyway, any other questions?